Hello and welcome to the show. I'm here on Project Cars with another overtaking challenge. This time out, I am driving the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, the GT4 car. These are essentially just sort of slightly modified versions of the road-going cars. There's not a huge amount of difference in them. They've got sort of diffusers and wings, but they're still fairly standard cars. We're going to the Zolder circuit, a track that I very much enjoy driving. There are going to be 40 of us on the grid, with me starting in last place, and I have 12 laps to make my way as high up through the order as I can. However, we yet again got some random weather for you. What's going to happen, I don't know. There are 4 weather slots, all of them are set to random. It's going to be quite changeable through the course of these 12 laps. I think it's at 15% time this time instead of the 20 I had last, so it will be slightly slower between changeable, but it's still going to be highly changeable. There is potential for the entire thing to be a dry race. I would quite like it to be an entire dry race. There is potential for it to be an entirely wet race, and any mixture in between. I think I would like it to at least start off dry, possibly, so I can get a good start and try and get out of the chaotic traffic that can often happen in turn 1 here. We're doing a standing start here because, we can get away with it. Also, if we do a rolling start, the chicane at the back is quite nasty. It's just behind us here, so occasionally confusion happens. Well, it's dry, a bit foggy. Looks like we're on slick tyres for this, which we should be okay with a dry track. We should be okay for a couple of laps, I am hoping. There can be the occasional shenanigans on the start line with cars ducking and weaving across the road, as we see here. We're going to have to jump on the brakes for that one. This turn 1 is a little bit nasty because it is so wide. You often get going 3 and 4 wide into there. I tend to just hug the inside to try and stay out of trouble. But then the problem that gives you is you're now on the outside for this next turn. And cars do like to come shooting up the inside if they've got a much better run than you. Oh, it's all getting a bit busy through these next turns. Yeah, this is what can happen at Zolder. We've not had a particularly good start. We are on the inside through here, though, which is good. Whoa, why are we braking so much there? The AIs do irritate me somewhat, especially on these first laps. They'll just slam the brakes on going through a corner when for seemingly no apparent reason. I'm actually a little bit far back. I would like to be higher up at this stage. Really, we're in 32nd. Oh, Mustang's really slow. I've got a poor run. We're going to make it 3 wide across the top of the hill. No, we're not. Mustang gave a bump to the Aston and decided not to try that. They're still too wide. I think there's a car on the inside. Indeed, there is. Which is going to... there's not going to be enough room for everybody around here on this opening lap. Despite it being dry, which is what I wanted, you can get up as high as 20th, maybe even into the teens. Given a good run, I've had a poor run here. Don't much like this hairpin. This one here, the AIs like to have a big dive on. There is a car up the inside across the grass. It's going to give me a whack. Whoa, why are we all stopping here? Why are you doing... We just got caught up with absolutely everything. Anything that's gone wrong ahead has caught me up in it, and that's bad. That's very bad, because the leaders are already making a huge gap to us. We can't go around the outside. Right, so let's have a look at tyre temperatures. A few cars have dived into the pits. I wonder what they know that I don't. Is it going to rain soon, or maybe they started on rain tyres in the expectation that it would rain? I don't know, but there are a few cars in the pits, which does not fill me with confidence at this stage. One thing I have noticed is that if it does start raining and I am on slicks, as you would expect, very quickly it becomes utterly undrivable. The AIs don't really seem to care. They will circulate quite happily on slicks in the wet, and about the same sort of speed they would seem to be doing in with the wet tyres. I'm not sure if it's because I can't actually tell what they're running and they may have started on wet tyres or something, but they certainly seem to be quicker in the rain than I can be. I think we all started on slicks for this. I genuinely don't know. So, yeah, there could be different tyres on cars. It's hard to keep track of. Right, what are we going to do here? We're going to have a look. We are going to have a big dive. Can I get it stopped? Yes, I can. The AI is going to run across the curb, but it's fine. It'll put me on the inside. for these next corners. The Ginetta seems to be the best car here under brakes. I have noticed when I've been following them, they tend to be very good under braking compared to my Aston Martin. I'm guessing they're probably the lightest car here. My Aston tends to be quite good on traction out of these turns here. Tends to get a good run off the turns, and I think it has good straight line speed. I did try the Mustang. I didn't like the Mustang very much. Didn't like the brakes in the Mustang. That was a bit of an awkward car to drive in many respects. Alright, so we'll slow you down. We're still dry at the moment. There are cars jumping in the pits, which is making me wonder, is it going to rain very shortly? It's possible it could be. I thought I saw just a spitting of rain at one point here, but no, we seem good. Tyre temperatures are fine, which means that we are indeed on the slick tyres. Sometimes it's a bit hard to see when you're dry. Like with the Radicals, I could just look at the tyres, but of course in one of these you can't see the tyres, and it didn't get a fantastic look at the start. But no, we're on the right tyres for the job at the moment. The Ginetta was out a little bit wide through the second turn. I will get the Aston Martin that was slowed down. I'll take it. We're actually up to 15th. Oh, we're across the curb, but we're actually up to 15th with a lot of cars coming in the pits. I'm now slightly worried about the rain that is to come, or whether people were just on the wrong tyres to begin with. Curious. Across the curves, I think we get a good drive out of here. Now, if we can stick around the outside of this corner, it's quite a scary corner. It is flat out in these cars, but two wide is always interesting. I think we are going to be ahead by the time we slow the car down. Indeed we are. He's going to very nearly swipe the back of my car, but we got away with it. We're fine. Up into 14th. The leader has got a little bit of a gap back to her. In fact, the leader's got a huge gap back to us. I just got too caught up in them opening laps. Don't come across on me, Jesus. What are you doing, man? Don't know what was going on with that Ginetta in the braking zone. It was wibbling and wobbling. Oh, crap. Rain's coming. Can I stay out a lap? I don't think I can. We're going to have to do... This is a little bit dodgy. It's a really dodgy pit lane here. Really super dodgy pit lane here. I'm coming in, as I said. If it starts raining and I'm on slicks, I'm finished. Now, tyre choice. We're just going to go quickly into this edit strategy. I'm going on wets. For whatever reason, these cars, I put on intermediates. If it starts raining even a little bit tiny too heavy for the intermediates, they just give up completely. The Radicals, you could get away with running intermediates on quite wet tracks. But with this, no, it's not going to do it. A much heavier car, these things, and not as much aero and so on. So we're going for a full. I'm just going to make sure that I did do that properly. Yes, we've got full wet stuff. He's nothing worse than thinking you've set it properly and then accidentally misclicking somewhere and then you don't have the tyres you wanted. Yeah, we're going full wet, and hopefully it'll either remain wet till the end, or if it does dry up, hopefully the wet tyres will survive for long enough. We're on lap 4 out of 12. The leaders haven't pitted yet, but I would assume they will have to come in at some point for tyres. At least I am hoping. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that they will, because otherwise, yeah, we're going right down towards the bottom of the field. So the cars that came in early got their tyres on, got them up to a bit of temperature, and they probably made the right call. If I'd known it was going to rain heavily, then I would have, or if I'd known it was going to rain, I would have come in and put on the tyres. Now, I've got to remember not to now try and drive this like a car on the dry track. Very easy when you've just been driving quite quickly. Ooh, there we go. That was a little bit of a moment. Yeah, very easy when you've just been driving a car on the dry, and then you go out with wet track and decent temperature in the tyres. We're okay at the moment. It will start losing temperature a little bit, but yeah, it's easy to get carried away. Now that car there is going. The AI don't. Well, I have to slightly open the steering angle up there, because otherwise I was going to cut the nose off the Aston. Yeah, the AI's sort of my speed compared to the AI seem to really vary around here. It's kind of weird. I tend to be quite quick through the second half of the lap here. The first sort of 3 corners, I really seem to struggle. Certainly when it's starting raining like this, they seem to be much better, especially through turn 1, than I do. And then I gradually pick up more time. I think it could have something to do with my car. The Aston Martin is one of the heavier of the vehicles around here. So around these parts here, when it's raining, Aston Martin actually has some good traction. I mean, I'm pretty much flat out of these turns. I'm not really worrying about wheel spin that much. I think there are some more cars coming into the pits in front of me. Yeah, that's going to be some more places. I've got to be really careful not to lock the brakes up. in this. Locking the brakes is very, very easy to do. In fact, it's quite easy to lock the brakes in this Aston when you're just driving on the dry track, when you're driving normally. Of course, when it's pouring with rain, it is much easier to get yourself into trouble. Right, slow it down for this first corner. Yeah, I'm really quite slow through there in the wet. What position are we up to? 27th. I was going for top 10, but with this rain, I'm not really sure what we're going to be able to manage here. Yeah, you just absolutely never know. It's just as easy to win one of these with random weather as it is to completely and utterly lose it. Oh, get turned in. I miss having the grip already. We're massively slow through these first few corners, and then we'll pick it up. I'm hoping at least we'll pick it up through here. I will tend to be quite aggressive on the curbs through this course. I'll make this corner here. I tend to make sure I get it slowed down and then try and fire it quickly out. The AI don't seem to. The AI take a really different line through that. They tend to be a lot later on the brakes, which makes it a pain in the arse when you're racing close with them. But then they're quite slow through the actual corner. Again, make sure we get it slowed down here. Braking points are all completely changed now, so yeah, I'm slightly across the curb. It's fine. Yeah, it's all just a little bit different now. It's actually now beginning to rain quite heavily. Oh, that was a big slide. Surely the leaders can't still be running on their slick tyres. They'll have to come in. I would expect anyway, because this is now quite a fair bit of standing water. Oh, it's starting to slow. We are catching the cars in front, though. That's good. Catching the vehicles in front may take a lap or so. We're almost at half distance. Bloody hell. It's only half distance. It could still all change yet. There's quite a few more cars coming into the pits. Yeah, there are. I think the cars that tried to stick it out on slicks not gonna be liking it too much now. Right. Yes, I'm using all of the slipstream. I'm using as much slipstream as I can at the moment. I don't know what position we're at. Up to 26. Still not that good. Make sure we slow it down here. Get turned. Hit the apex. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Getting the hang of there in the rain. It does now look as if it's brightening up. I am not going to come in for tyres again, I don't think. Even if it dries up, the wets are slower around here. It's quite noticeable. We're probably talking about 3-4 seconds a lap slower than if I was running slick tyres. But if I come in and get new tyres, we're going to waste an awful long time in the pit lane. So even if it does dry up, I'm going to carry on with the wets unless they become completely and utterly destroyed, in which case then yeah, I will have to dive in the pits. Oh, please slow down, car. Oh, I've turned in far too early. I braked a little too early on that time round. It's just constant changing. The track is constantly changing with this. Now I think we've gone from heavy rain to light rain, this looks like. The track is now not as wet. You may get away with intermediates on here. There's not that much standing water around. Probably get away with second, actually. Yeah, we got good. I get really good drive out of these turns. The other cars seem to struggle a little bit more out of here. But it looks like the rain is almost giving up at the moment. I tried to go around the outside. Yeah, that one covered. Now we're going to cut to the inside. Whoa, he braked a bit earlier than I'm used to on that turn. I'm on the inside. In the end, I think I just freaked him out off the track. I don't know quite where he's not. Oh, the Mustang went really wide. Okay, we're up to 23rd. The rain is stopping. It looks like the fog is coming now. That's not really what what you want to see. I braked far too early. Now the track's going to dry quite quickly. Braking points are all different yet again. It's constant changing track makes it it's just every lap is a new experiment basically. Yeah, we're gonna heat these tyres up quite quickly. Now, if it is going to rain again, which I don't know, could do within the time, I would like it to do it quite quickly. It looks like we're just going to have fog, quite heavy fog. In fact, this is this is getting quite ridiculous. I can't see a thing. It's just just guess basically. I mean, this is really quite ridiculous fog. I think there's a corner there. Indeed, we're going to run wide. Ugh, yeah, visibility is gone. Just completely and utterly vanished. If there was like heavy rain here and spray and everything, it'd be terrible. Where is the chicane? Somewhere is a chicane. There's a chicane. Oh, it wasn't too bad through there, considering I can't see the turn whatsoever. I think there are some more cars further back. We're diving into the pit lane. Guessing some cars are going for... Oh, I've missed this corner completely. Yeah, we're going off. Yeah, I'm sorry, I will slow down a little bit there because that was a bit cheaty. There we go. I just completely lost where the course was. This is horrendous fog. You really can't see a thing. This is ridiculous. Now I braked far too early for this corner. Now I'm driving like a fool. Come on, round the turn. Yes, the AI suddenly have an advantage when it's this bad visibility-wise. There's just nothing. Where is the next braking zone? There's the whatever you want to call it, gantry. I think should be about right now. We're on dry track. We do have what are our tyre temperatures? We're not doing too badly. It's probably helped that I've had a really bad lap from my driving perspective here. There are some more cars in the pit, so we will make up some places, I'm hoping, at least. Top 20 would be quite nice. God, I can't see where the corner is. There's a corner. Please don't come out. I can't see where you are. Whereabouts are you, car? Coming out of the pits. There you are. We'll have something to race with. Thank God for that. Although if he is on slicks, he will be considerably quicker. Well, I say considerably. I don't know what my last lap time was. Oh, it was a terrible lap anyway, so it's kind of hard to compare it to that. Yeah, he will be better off than I am. And it's a Ginetta, so it's going to be good on the brakes into here. I can be quite good on the way out, though. Just don't run. It's so easy to run wide there. And end up on the gravel. Incredibly easy. Done that plenty of times in practice here. He's going to be late on the brakes here. Yeah, quite late on the brakes. But I will be quick through the turn. There we go. Some more cars. I'm just looking at the map. More cars coming into the pits and faffing around with tyres. Can we get 21st? I would at least like top 20. Oh, can we slow down for this corner? My bad again. This visibility. Just guesswork at the moment. Pure and utter guesswork. And kind of follow the car in front. Oh, we're a little bit of... tyres are holding up pretty well, actually. Tyres are still not in the overheating phase yet. Well, maybe with this fog, slightly cooler track temperature. I'm not sure, and I'm driving a bit terribly, so I'm not really doing too much work to the tyres. Any more cars up ahead? Fancy coming in and pitting. I don't know how the lead, like the cars that I was around, what position was I in before I had to pit? I think I was like 14th or something. I don't know how them cars have not had to, surely some of them must have pitted. It must have just been me being slow. But there's some more cars now. Pitting, 43. I can run in the 30, I think 38.8 is my quickest lap I've done here in practice. Fog is easing up. This is just, I'm on wet tyres now on a dry track, so I just don't quite have the same grip as the slick tyres. Please turn, Aston. Just about. Just about made it through here. Okay, I can see 20th place up ahead. I assume at least that that Rapide is 20th place. I'm really not trusting this car. It is now brightening up yet again. Now we're starting to get in the overheating phase, but we have only got a few laps to go. So again, not going to be coming in for tyres again this race, unless something horrendous happens. Then I'm not coming in for tyres. We should be good to go the last few laps on these tyres, even if they're getting a bit warm. Can I find a way past? If I don't lock the brakes up, that would probably help a lot. Then my best bet is on the way out of here. This tends to be where I'm quickest. Get a good run out here, but they've got slick tyres, so they have the traction there. That's not what you want to be doing. Right, we're going to have to be careful. There's a big group ahead of us. It's going to be a better lap, I think. Ginetta's having a look. If them two could run each other off the road, that would be quite useful. You guys could just have a bump, have a small crash. I would be very much appreciated back here, because there's not much I can do. My one big strong point, the traction of my Aston, is kind of being negated by the Ginetta having slicks on. And if I pit now, we're going to be dropped all the way to the back of the field, basically. Are there any more cars in the pits that I can pick up some places on? No, I think everybody who's stopping has. We're closer, 42.6, not too bad a lap time. It's into turn one, we have lots of understeer through here. An awful lot of understeer, but we've got a good exit, better exit through here. I might be closer down the back straight. Oh, I can't turn in here. There is none of the grip, absolutely none of it, and this next corner it really hurts on the wet tyres. I'm going to make sure I brake and get it stopped nice and early for this, because we're really poorly. I think the Aston in front as well is on slicks. Okay, Ginetta may have a dive in this chicane. They are good under braking. He's thinking about it, can't quite do it. I'm going to try and get him on the... Can't quite get the speed. Can't quite get the speed through the corner. If I was close enough, I'd have a look up the inside here, but again, I'm just too far back and not quite good enough on the brakes. This is where we might get him. Might get him on the exit. If I can get it to the inside. No! You... God damn it, I want new tyres. Don't clip the curb on the inside too much this time. Still a slide from the from the Aston. Oh, Ginetti's in the wall. Ginetta bounced off the wall, almost took me with him. I think I got away with no damage from that somehow. Okay, that's one way to get past. We good? I think so. Steering, yeah, seems okay. I think we're not too broken, at least. May have taken a little bit of aero damage, but at this stage, not much I can do about it. Try and be quick on the way out of here. Yeah, that's better. Tyres, we're still doing okay on temperature. We haven't got to 130 degrees yet, which is what we were doing with the Radical. Rear tyres are a little bit hot, which means we will probably have some oversteer if I try to boot it out of corner too vigorously, so I am having to be a little bit careful through here at the moment. Couple of laps to go. Can I get 20th place? Last time I was battling for the lead with the Radicals. This time it's about 20th place. Ginetti's gone off again. He is really pushing it. Yeah, the Aston in front must be on slicks. I'm pretty sure he was one of the cars came out of the pit lane, so yeah, he's got better tyres than me, so I'm going to have to solve this problem with bravery. And that's a scary prospect. Luckily he's far enough ahead, so it shouldn't affect me if I go for a quick run through the chicane. We'll slow it down. Oh, I've got that one a bit wrong as well. We're across the curb. Just about keeping two wheels on the track, but even if you do keep two wheels on the track, that's not really the route you want to be running, because you get bounced around so much, and on worn, wet weather tyres, that is just a recipe for spinning around in a circle. Oh, these tyres are hurting quite a lot now. Come on, I want to find a way past. It looks like it's going to be dry until the end. Last thing we need is to bucket it down with just a couple of laps to go. That would really throw everything. Can we have a look up the inside? Oh, we can't get it stopped. I just don't quite have the braking. We have to be closer. Must be even closer than that if I want to get it done. That is probably the best chance I have of getting a pass done is through there. I can be close through here, but I don't really trust myself. Under braking, as you see, the repeat here is doing pretty well at getting it stopped. We're pretty neck and neck off the turn there. Now, don't fluff it up through this first corner. This is where it's very easy to get it wrong and to lose a lot of time, especially when you're on the wrong tyres. We didn't get it wrong through the first turn. We lost a little bit of time perhaps to the repeat, but that's to be expected. Yeah, in fact, it's now brightening up. We've now got some lovely sunshine in the lovely sunshine at Zolder after the horrible fog and the rain and the everything that we have been through. Still, the front tyres aren't overheating. The Ginetta's catching up again after his couple of offs. The front tyres are warm, but they're not they're not quite overheating. We're much closer this time round. That's actually not really a good thing here in the braking, because we're going to try. Oh, I'm going to have to try and not run into the back of the Aston Martin through that corner. Never quite sure where the AI are going to go. I don't know if I'm going to get past him, you know, because I've not got the grip. I've not got the brakes. There's a bit of a lock-up into this turn here. Can we be... Oh, we're using all of the curbs and everything that I have at my disposal. The problem is if I go too all-out attack and we have a bump, the Ginetta's going to get past. We're going to have... The rear tyres are really on the verge of letting go. I have got a good run here. We're going for a dive up the inside. Make sure we get it stopped. Make him go around the long way. And he's still there. Oh, the Aston can't hold it. Now I've got to just hold off the Ginetta. Fend off the Ginetta for this final corner. I know it's going to be good under brakes, but I am good on the traction front. Or at least I should be okay on the traction front. Even with my shonky tyres, we're going to get the Ginetta. Whew, I think that's 20th place. Ignore the position at the moment, because that's lap cars crossing the line. What did we get? Come on. Come on. Hey, we got 20th. Oh, good God. That was an experience and a half. God, them cars. I quite like the cars. Wow, a Mustang won that race. Highest place Vantage was 4th. Yeah, that was interesting weather we went through on that one. Finished on slightly dodgy tyres. A good fun race, actually, with the Rapide and the Ginetta there for 20th. Yeah, just slightly wrong tyres towards the end. I couldn't run. I think some cars must have ran with the slicks in that downpour, and I don't know how on earth they did it. But there we go. I got 20, still not bad, from 40th to 20th place on the finish line. I'll take that. Anyway, that is it for this video, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.